how did you feel from the past until now? How did your life change, or are you on the same level when you was? Yeah, I'm feeling very well. On the last time of the past, I was raining. When the rain was raining, I was raining. I was wet every day, and I'm feeling very well now. I'm happy when I found this house, and I'm very thankful. I was thinking I'm very poor the last time, and very, I don't know. When I found this house, when they built for me this house, I was home. I was speechless. I was very happy.
Eerstens wil ik de hemelse Vader baie dankie sê dat ek vir julle beautiful kind herken. Eerstens dit moes ook as 'n ouma en ek het baie van hulle afgekry. Toe my eerste kinders gaan begin het, dit was ons Sebastian en Angela. Hulle was nog die eerste seun van my. En by Beautiful Kids was ons hulle kry kos daar. Hulle kry, ek is ons ouma en ek het geen geld vir Beautiful Kids betaal. Van daardie jaar tot ek nu so, dit is beautiful het baie gejaar. Met my kinders, met my kinders en met myself. Die tijd wat mevrouw Kim was hier, het ek as sterk ouma, het ek gaan begin. Wel, ek het al gaan begin, maar nog, as ek sê, die tijd het ons nou die nawerk. Eerst niet nawerk. Dus het ons moest
godsdienstklasse gehad, ja.
In klasse
gehad.
Want het ook begonnen en daarna het ons met die nawerk begonnen.
Die aprons begonnen.
En die handwerk.
Die embroidery.
Begonnen. En daarna, als ons nou de eindnawerk klaar gaan doen, dan moet ons pijn. Dit is ook wat die Kids mijn leven opgebouwd.
Okay, my name is Crystal Kira. I'm 29 years old.
Okay. Introduce your baby.
Okay, this is Eve, my second child. She's 1 year and 8 months now. And this is Jairus Maker. He's 1 month, 3 weeks. Yes.
Can you explain how you got involved with the Young Mothers?
Last year, 2006, when I gave birth to Eve, I was in Kobapes, so I came here to my father. That Eve was 1 month or so. So when I started the Young Mothers group, at first it was like, no, I don't have nappies, let me go to the center, go ask. It was like that. But and then something came into me that made me talk to Sarah at that time. So we started communicating until the day when I see how she was, because at that time I wanted to give Eve away. I didn't want to keep her. So I talked to her about that, but the way she was responding, telling me, no, life is like this, like this. So many things started to change, and I started to attend the young mothers classes, where we get we help each other, things that we talk about, things that will change our life. Yeah, it was like that until the day when Sarah became like my friend, when I started to regard her as my friend. And it wasn't easy, but at this moment I don't know, but only God knows why I started to feel that, no, let me talk to her, let me say this to her. So until the day I open up to her and say, no, I don't want this child and to keep this child. She asked me why, what's wrong. So I open up with her, and
She still finds it hard to say it out.
and I told her, no, I was HIV positive. So to me, she surprised me. She was like, oh, you're not the first person or the last person, and it's not something that you should think you will not keep the baby anymore. Because my question was, what if my baby was also HIV positive? How am I going to tell her? How am I going to live with that? So the last thing on my mind was, no, let me just leave this child here and go kill myself or go do something like that. And that day she SMS me, hi Krista, how are you? How is Eve? And that SMS really helped me a lot. And we started, we were already attending the young mother classes, getting the help, like the nappies, the milk, And then I started to take it seriously. No, every Wednesday I should go to the class, or I should talk to Sarah.
So how would you say, since Ava and this baby now, how has your life changed?
Oh, my life has changed a lot, because now okay, let me start from the way where I'm living. I don't have that support. Like if father doesn't support us, but the center helped a lot in many things, because I know if I don't have a nappy I can go there. If I don't have a soap, if I don't have food or so, and attending the young mother classes, I get to learn how to take care of my kids, or how to take care of myself. And I'm seeing life the different way, not the way I used to see it. Yes, on that, because I was those people that even to pray it was difficult for me. But when I start attending the classes, I get to talk to learn how to talk to my God, how to ask. And I was not even having a Bible, and I got a Bible from the attending the. I see the need of. I need a Bible now, and I learned that on my own I'm a different person. God He's the only one who created me, and I learned that He loves me. Yes, through these young mother classes, I get to learn. I'm not saying that I'm closer to my God, but I see the difference now that I was far from my God.
Yeah.
Can I ask, how do you see the future? How do you feel you are moving forward?
Like now you say now how things were and how things are because of how everything is. How will you say, how do you see the future? How do you see the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years with where you are at right now? Because you are not where you used to be. It has changed now. So if it has changed, well, how do you now see? Because you see things differently now.
Yeah, I see the future that I will be a good mom, but let me be honest on that part. I'm not 100% sure that I will be that good mom because sometimes I think I sit down and look at my kids and say, in 5 years or 10 years, there will be how many years, and I will try my best for them to grow up on a good way or so. And then next time, I think the other way that no, how will I be with them in 5 years or 10 years? So on the future, I'm not sure.
The only reason why she says that is just because of the status. The status is really something that is a bit of a challenge, and she's not the only person going through it. In the area, there's a lot of people who are, but the stigma of it, people would rather die than to deal with the stigma, and that is still a big problem, and it's something that we are trying to deal with because she's not the only person it's affecting. We have a lot of people. We've gone to speak with the counsellor about it because we need to make a move about it because it's killing people. The stigma, then the virus. So yeah, but I would think even though the fear of the virus is what's driving the whole thing, I would still think that God is still the hope.
Yes.
You know.
What's your dream if you had it your way?
My dream is... I'm sorry. My dream is I want to study further. I want to be with my kids, be with my family, study further, have a permanent job. Yeah.
What do you want to study? What do you want to study?
When I was in school, I was those type of people that I didn't think of what I was going to be or what I wanted to study. But after all this project or the situation that I went through, I want to study psychologist or to help someone, social worker, because what I went through, I know there are many people who are going through like in the same situation as me, but I want to be their helper. I see myself talking to someone one of the good day, encouraging the person also. That's good.
My name is Tita Petronella, and my surname is Papelo. Before I come to Beautiful Kids, I was working for Brian and Pep as a domestic worker on the plot that side of Brakwater. And from there, they say they are going to open a preschool, and then they are going to give training also to become a teacher, a preschool teacher. So they said next year we are going to open a preschool. We want you to come and join us. So you are not no more going to work for us as a domestic worker at the farm, at the plot, but you have to come and help us for the preschool. And then when we start opening the school, this preschool, 2003, we opened the school. There was nothing, there was no kitchen, the building was empty. First we pray for the building and then that's how they get the building. but there was no classes, there was nothing. It was only 2 classes and there was nothing, there was no kitchen. So when we opened the school, it was hard in the beginning because the community here, the children didn't understand English. It was hard to just talk to them because they were only talking Tamara. And when we started opening the school, we were struggling with the children because they didn't listen. Even they didn't even wanted to talk to. If they see, for example, white people, they didn't want to talk, and they were only talking Tabranama, and it was hard. But later on, 2004, yes, we get sponsors. They renovate the building also. We start with 2 classes. It was going well. And we get more children in the street. We were working around in the street to look for the children, even community to community, house back. We walk from house to another house to talk to the parents, to get children, to enroll children. Like, we want to open the preschool, we are looking for children. And then we send out the forms. And the people, everyone was saying this place is not nice because it was a drug place. They were selling drug here, and this place is not nice. But then we pray, therefore, and then, yeah, we opened the preschool. And then we started with children, and it was nice. But for me, when I start here, this place changed my life. Because before I was just a domestic worker, and then when I started here, they gave me training for a preschool, and then that's how I also start learning how to teach children, because I get classes and then I get certificate. Even Pam, she was giving you, she at least help us. She teaches us how to speak of children, how to talk if you are in the community with community people, and then it helps me to overcome the fear I was having to be between many people, to work with many people, and it helps me grow even. And it saves my life. With even that small money I get, I try to make a budget out of that small. When I start, I pay only $500 Namibian dollars. I pay here when I start. But then I put a budget. It was enough money that time, yeah. And then I put a budget and I buy everything. And then it was enough for me, yeah. So this place, after many years now, it changed my life because we work now. We are many staff. We get classes. We get a kitchen to cook. We get extra teachers, and also the staff that we're working with, they were even nice people. Like the directors, they Brian and Pim. Then the others who are working under them, like Teacher Yenika, Teacher Gates, everyone, they were nice people. They will talk to you with respect. They will not look down on you. If you need help, they will talk to you nicely. If you need help, they will help you. First try this, and if you can't find it right, come so that I can help you. That's how today I can say it. I'm proud to be here because it's a blessing for me, to the children, to the staff of the community outside. So from 2003 up to now, I'm still working here faithfully. It's now almost 12 years, but I'm working here for this preschool. So now I can speak at least English better. It was hard. In the first place, it was hard to speak English, but now, yes, They help me somehow how to read nice English or speak better. Kaya ayos, edit Peters.
Good afternoon. My name is Hope Nanus, and I've been attending Beautiful Kids ever since I was small. I attended it as a preschool child. How it has changed my life is that I grew up with my grandmother. My mother was not fortunate enough that she had a job, so then she gave me to my grandmother as a child. And then my grandmother took me in, and then I grew up with her. She was not well off financially, and Beautiful Kids helped her in many areas with food, toiletries, and everything. Beautiful Kids, it's like a foundation. It built a huge foundation for my life. It had a huge impact. I learned about God, which I didn't get to learn about as a child at home. I learned about values, many morals which is happening around in the society. Things which we see every day, but then our parents didn't have a huge say on it. But as I came here, we were told what's right from wrong and why we should not do certain things in life. I attended Kids Club, where we would worship, praise God, know more about God, then just have fun. And then from there, I moved on to Youth Club, where I became a youth leader, where I could show my leadership abilities and help others in many areas of life. And then I was youth. I was part of the youth. I still am part of the youth. And now I am still a youth leader at this age. I'm 18 years of age right now. I was 5 when I was attending Beautiful Kids. Now I'm 18. Beautiful Kids is my second home. If I'm not at home, then I'm at the center, either talking to my friends, worshiping, or having fun. And it helped me stay away from streets, because if I was not at Beautiful Kids, I would just be in the streets, gossiping, drinking around and whatnot. But if I'm at the center, I know that I'm safe and that I'm learning every day something new from different people.
Good afternoon. My name is Ronald Wirap, but then everyone calls me Tuli. I've been a BKZ student from the age of 4, 5. So it means that they actually started with us. BKZ is located in an area where things are not good actually. I just live right across BKZ, Beautiful Kids. And I used to live in a house where things were not perfect. Where I would sleep hungry, where I would see my mom being stressing about things and what we should eat tomorrow and what we should wear tomorrow and all those things. So things were not good. But then BKZ stepped in, Beautiful Kids stepped in a way that I actually owe them my life. That's what it means actually. Beautiful Kids, it's like my first home. I spend more time here than I spend at home. Years have been passing by. Years have been passing by where I would grow as a man because of Beautiful Kids. He has been teaching me ways on how to respond to certain situations that I face at home. Because my mom, she only has about 3 or 4 children, and then my father ran away. So that makes me the man of the house at this early age. And it was really difficult for me to handle all those situations and to help my mom wherever I can. But then times would come where I would feel like useless, where I would feel lost and unwanted and unvalued, worthless. But then the things that Beautiful Kids teaches me, discipleship classes and all those things, taught me ways on how to handle those situations. I remember there was a time in my 7th grade where my mom really was at a point where financially she was broke, and there were outstanding fees at school, and there was some food at the house and all those things. And then that was a time where I really felt like I was broken down. I felt like there was nothing to do with me. I felt like God had nothing to do with me. And then there was Kids Club then. So I came that Friday to Kids Club, and then there was a teacher that I went to, that I always go to. And then she talked to me, and then I felt like she was my second mom. And after that we prayed together. And when I went home, I don't know, but then out of the blue, blessings just came. Person came and gave us something to eat for that day and the next day, and then from that day on, I would just see that God really has a plan for my life. Now, not over yet, because BKZ is still located in Kaitura. In Kaitura, there's a lot of temptations, friends and latest trends and all those things. So it was really also difficult for me to try to avoid all those things. But then, like I said, BKZ is my home. I would exchange anything to keep BKZ alive. And what you guys have done really it's amazing. Like I'm grateful and thankful for all you guys have done, because BKZ helped my mom with the support, not just material wise, but then support through like moral support, ways to tackle problems at home and all those things. Now my mom is she consumes alcohol, and it's really hard for her to try to believe in God and all those things. But then I tried always to take on what I learned at discipleship classes and kids club and youth club. I would always try to keep something for her, and then I would always share it with her, and then she would see the great things that Beautiful Kids has been doing in my life. That's why she knows that BKZ is my home. And the other thing is, now that I'm 18 years old, I really see more reasons to always come here, and more reasons to always invite people over, and more reasons to always offer my service for Beautiful Kids. There's a lot of vulnerable kids around Beautiful Kids that really need the kind of love that I get here, and you doing all this for BKZ, really it's something that God really set along our path, and I don't know how to say this, because it's something that I really find deeply, I just don't know what word to say, but BKZ really means a lot to me. And doing this video, it really won't explain the amount of appreciation that I have for Beautiful Kids. And all these words that I'm saying won't really match up, like all the words. It just doesn't explain the amount of gratefulness that I have towards Beautiful Kids. And I just want to thank you guys so much for all you have done, for all the funds you have given us, that you've raised for us year in, year out.
Kay Gang Split and Ans.
Ik is Sonette Kutsie. I'm the mother from Bruce, Leroy, Paul, Daphne, Somani, Daphne. Maar beautiful kids beteken vir my baie in die lewe. Want ek voel as beautiful kids nie gekom het, die tyd was nie beautiful kids nie. Dit was beautiful kids. Wat die plek oopgemaak het, was Paul my eerste kind wat daar skool gegaan het. En regtig, hulle het agter Paul gekyk. Tot Paul Community Hope toe gegaan het. Van Community Hope af het Paul kom as hy toe gegaan, maar ek voel dis al die experience wat Paul by beautiful gate geleer het, wat vir Paul gelei het tot by community, by kom as hy. Paul is nog graad 10, hy het sy graad 10 eksamen geskryf, ons wag net vir sy uitslae. Daarna tussen Somani en Daphne wat begin het by beautiful kids. Die plek beteken vir ons baie. Tot nou toe dit beteken vir ons baie. Ek verstaan alles en alles en alles. Hulle het altyd, as dit Kersfeestyd is, het hulle ons kinders geklee van die kop tot by die voete. As dit hulle se Kersfeesparty is wat hulle by beautiful kids het. Het hulle ons kinders geklee van die kop tot by die voete. Rokke vir hulle gekoop vir die kinders, die seuns het hulle hele uniform gekoop, skoene, alles. As ons kinders vuil by die skool gekom het, dat hulle ons kinders gewas daar by die skool, en dan het hulle vir ons kinders skoon klere by die skool aangetrek. Ons kinders het nie honger gekry nie. Ons moet eens nie bekommerd gewees het nie. Ai, my kind het nie iets om te eet nie. Jy stuur hom net so. Die kind moet net gegaan het, soos hy van sy ma se huis afkom, moet hy gegaan het. So ek voel, beautiful kids beteken vir hierdie gemeenskap van Katatura baie. As ons dit nie waardeer nie, dat is ons dom. Daar het my kleinkind, Graham, goeie man, het daar begin by beautiful kids. Hy het klaar gemaakt daar, wat hy vandag grade 1 is by AI Steenkamp. Wat ons met beautiful kids, beautiful gate begin het, toes ons skoolgeld, R2 'n maand, $2. Waar kry jy 'n skool, waar jy sal $2 betaal, nog met ete ingesluit. As dit Kersfeestyd is, as hulle Kersfeesplay het, dan lyk dit. Dis 'n groot party vir ons almal. En hulle gee vir ons kinders vry komputerklasse. Waar kry jy vry komputerklasse? Vry komputerklasse, afternoon klasse. Hulle vra niks vir dit nie.
So jy dink dat, soos vir die kinders, het dat hulle lewe op 'n goeie manier beïnvloed?
Dat het regtig hulle se lewe op 'n baie goeie manier beïnvloed. Regtig waar ook. Die Youth Club, Jenike, help nog baie vir my kinders. Dit hou vir hulle uit die straat uit. Leroy staan in werk, maar daar is tye wat hy ook nog altyd die Youth Club bywoon. Daar het hulle die sokker wat hulle geopen het, wat Leroy ook bywoon. So, dit beteken vir ons baie.
Do you like Beautiful Kids?
Yes.
Why? What do you like about it?
Vrouw, kom, dat zo, kom uit jullie van Beautiful Kids.
It's fun and we go to my classes to do homework. And we also have computer class for researchers. And also have libraries to find
Janika, en nog één ding wat ik wil zeggen. Elke vakantie, daar gaan die kinders, daar wordt hulle uitgevat van Beautiful Kids voor een camp. Betaal ons betaal niet. Hulle gaan vrij die kant toe en hulle kom vrij terug. Daar wordt niks gebetaal nie. So dat beteken baie vir hierdie gemeenskap van Kadatura. Dat hou ook die kinders bietjie uit die pad uit, hier uit die straat uit. So Mani, sê iets.
What do you learn at Beautiful Kids?
what I learned at Beautiful Kids is that it's a good place for kids to go there, and mostly we learn about God.
What do you learn about God?
How awesome God is and how God did everything for us. Instead of us dying, He died for us on the cross. Beautiful Kids means a lot to me.
Baie dankie Piet en Ans.
My naam is Dina. Ek is 'n spreker by Beautiful Kids Anusa. Ek werk nou al vir 6 jaar hier. Maar voor ek hier begin werk het, was my lewe heel anders gewees. Ek het baie gedrink. Ek het nie verblyf gehad nie. Ek het nie 'n werk gehad nie. En my daai het dit vir my so ver gekry om voor die winkels te loop staan en te bedel met die mense. En ek het altyd met my dogtertjie voor die winkels geloop staan en bedel. Met die drinkery het ek ook my kinders daarmee weggegee vir ander mense. 2 kinders wat ek gehad het. Ek het 4 kinders gehad, waarvan ek 2 weggegee het en die oudste een ook vir ander mense weggegee het. En daarvan het ek net met my jongste dogtertjie gebly. En ek het haar altyd gevat en ons het voor die winkels geloop staan, ons het geloop bedel voor die winkels. Ek het die werk gehad, ek het baie gedrink. En eendag terwyl ek op pad was om te loop, Sula, ons noem dit Sula. Ons bedel is Sula. Terwyl ek nou van plan is om dorp toe te gaan om te loop Sula, het ek vir Sarah ontmoet. Ek het altyd vir Sarah ontmoet, maar ons het net gehallo en baie en klaar. Het sy die dag besluit, sy vat my dogtertjie by my af. Want my dogtertjie kan nie meer saam met my loop Sula nie. Het sy my dogtertjie by my afgevat en die dogtertjie was die oggend ook vuil gewees. Ons het nie skoon klere gehad nie. Sy het my dogtertjie kom gewas en vir haar in die skool ingesit. En my dogtertjie het begin na skool gegaan. Maar ek het nog af en toe ek nog geloop Sula. Ek het elke dag nog geloop Sula want ek het gedrink. Tot ek op 'n punt gekom het, terwyl ek so altyd gedronk gewees het, het ek altyd gebid en gesê die Here moet my lewe verander want ek wil nie meer so lewe nie. En het ek siek geraak, terwyl ek so bedel en het ek siek geraak op 'n dag. Is die dag wat ek vir Beautiful Kids geleer ken het regtig waar dat ek bestaan. Mense van Beautiful Kids het vir my gevat hospitaal toe. En in die siek raak het ek die Here gevra, hy moet vir my verlos van die alkohol wat ek in is. Het ek na hospitaal toe gegaan en ek het genees. En daarvan af het hulle vir my werk hier gekry en ek het begin werk. Maar in die posisie wat ek begin werk gekry het, het iemand ook vir my hier in Beautiful Kids vir my probeer my kinders opgespoor wat ek vir jare nie met tweede oudste dogter was 5 gewees en haar broertjie was 2 gewees. Het die dame vir my kinders opgespoor, maar sy kon net die dogtertjie vir my opgespoor het. Toe sy by my kom was sy al 16 gewees. En ek het my dogter by my teruggekry en sy het saam met my kom gebly. En sy het papa ook gekry, ek het ook ouma geword. En Bianca het hier verder skool gegaan en sy het hier gegraduate. En van hier af het sy na die ander skool toe gegaan, Komino toe gegaan. En daar is sy nou tot graad 6 toe. En my werk wat ek gekry het vir my weggehaal van die alcohol, van die petrol. My lewe is nog beter as wat hy voorheen gewees het. Want voorheen het ek in mense se kerse geslap buitekant. Want ek het geen heenkome gehad nie. Ek het nie huis gehad nie. Het ek buitekant geslap in mense se kerse, dis hoe ek siek geraak het. Dit het my lewe gechange toe ek hier begin het. Heeltemal gechange. Dis nog nie so. Dit is beter as wat ek voorheen gehad het. Ek kan nou my kinders gee wat ek hulle nie kan tyd het gegee het.
Hi, my name is Matthew Salseku. I am a student currently studying at the University of Namibia for my biomedical degree. So just want to share a little testimony about myself and how I joined Beautiful Kids. Actually, it's a nice place, I can say. So actually, I grew up in this community, Katutura, such a beautiful community, happy people, and these beautiful kids, like being here really made a difference in this community, I can say. As for me individually, back in the days, really I was this boy who usually used to fight a lot, used to curse, insult. But really when I started joining this place, I can say 2008 or 9 if I'm not mistaken. No, my friend actually introduced me to this place. Then like the first day it was kind of weird, but then as the years went on and on, I really grew more in my faith, and then my relationship with God got strong. I got to learn new things, and really from there on my life really has changed, and now I can say I'm really happy that I really brought this place in this community, because it has done a lot to people outside there. So as us believers or Christians, I can say that we need to be prepared for the outside world also. So we need to share what we learn here to the outside world, so they can also be changed and transformed. So with that said, I would say that thank you for sponsoring this place and just making it run throughout all these years. And I really appreciate all the effort that the staff members of Beautiful Kids are putting into this place, just making it run and then just changing kids' life outside there. Like, look at me, they really helped me a lot, especially with my schoolwork. Sometimes I would come here to the computer lab, do research, go to the library. And now look here, I'm a medical student, and I'm proud to say that this place really has transformed lives.
I'm no longer slave. I am a child of God. I'm no longer slave. I am a child of God.
you, Pete and Ans.
Thank you, Peter and Ans.
Kay ayos pindan.
Kay ay baru umari.